What's up, ladies and gents, boys and girls of all ages? Brian here with ETM 540 Clubhouse. Got the boys here too, but they're working on another little project. We are here at our little secret location, about to reveal another vehicle that we're going to probably not do a will it run on or anything like that, but it is going to go up for sale. It is on the market, and it's a freaking cool car. It is covered right now. We're going to uncover it, go through some of the parts and the stuff that it has, and potentially one of you can own this thing. So, as usual, we will do a little unwrapping. And by the way, happy 2025. Happy New Year's to all of you. We appreciate you guys. But yeah, let's get to some funness, some vehicles, and see what we got, because what's under that tarp is freaking cool. So yeah, let's uncover it. Yeah. That thing is sweet. The boys actually are just now seeing it for the first time unwrapped. What do you think?
Oh, it's sick. I mean, it's smaller. I thought it was long. It's cool.
You like it? Yeah, it's sweet. So yeah, this thing is, it's nice that it's getting some sunlight and some air, because those are beautiful cars. Even though it's a 4-door. I prefer some 2-door Jag action, but God, look at the lines on that thing. That is sexy. Whoo-hoo. All right, so we're gonna get into some info on this thing and check it out, because it's fairly complete and it's clean. It's really clean. So yeah, let's start looking at, oh, hi puppers. Back for some more. It's our little puppy friend. Now this dog actually doesn't belong to this property, but for some reason, every time we're out here filming, he comes along. Hi buddy, good to see you again. Knuckles? Perfect. So yeah, let's get into this thing. All right, so what we have here is a 1962 Jaguar Mark II Saloon. Now initially, and originally, not initially, they've always come with this. They come with a 3.8 liter engine, 220 horsepower from the factory. And these things were beasts. I mean, they were like one of the top selling cars for Jaguar in its time. And you can see why. I mean, these things are super sexy. Like just the wheels, the interior. Now there's a lot of stuff in here. I mean, a lot, but a majority of it is parts for this car. So we're not going to tear too into it, but we definitely want to like see what we got going on, because potentially you guys can buy this, and it's a freaking rad car. I mean, it's got what it looks to be pretty much everything here that is needed. So yeah, we're going to kind of dig a little bit into it and maybe do a cleanup on it. I don't know yet. And then we'll go from there, but it looks pretty straight. I mean, you can see on the body, like it looks like someone put in some body work, some time, and made sure it was nice and good to go. So here, take a look. I mean, you can just see, and that's spider webs right there. But you can see that this thing is straight, and I don't see any surface rust anywhere. It looks like this thing got a fresh paint job and then was literally just stored away. I mean, this thing is nice. And we might give it a little wash down. There's the engine bay. That's what we're working with right now. And the block and all the major components are there. And actually it looks like it has some replacement parts. Those look fairly new right there. But yeah, for the most part, I mean, she's there. Oh, I love these grills. So she's got some new lights, all kinds of good stuff. Oh, and of course, can't beat that. So yeah, let's see what's inside. That was a lot. So the previous owner of this definitely collected some parts. There is some new, some used. There is paperwork. There is magazines. I mean, we'll go through it a little bit more, but there is just stuff. And they were definitely in the process of a restoration. My buddy was not. He just purchased the project midway through. But what we're seeing so far is that I would say he was probably maybe like 40% through it, and probably ended up becoming too much for him, like usual for a lot of us. And we just, yeah, we stop and then that's it. So we're gonna do just a little cleanup, get some of the stuff from the inside cleaned out. There is a little bit of rat poop, but it doesn't smell like rat poop. It doesn't smell like rat pee either. It's not too bad. The interior is actually pretty nice, but we're gonna do a little small cleanup and then we'll do a little walkthrough of it so you can see what else has got going on in there. And then, yeah, we'll go from there. But I mean, honestly, like if you're into Jags and you want a project, this is it. And I just talked to my buddy. He wants to sell this thing for 2,500 bucks. First 2,500 bucks, come grab it. Seriously, you can't even buy a freaking motorcycle nowadays for that much. And this thing is another one of those ones where I don't have room. I have enough other projects. If I could, I would take this home. So yeah, badass. A good deal. 2,500, no haggle, straight up, bill of sale. UTM540clubhouse@gmail.com. Hit us up. All right, after a quick little blowout, we actually don't need to vacuum because, quite honestly, it wasn't terribly bad. It just had some nuts. And hey, Denny, I hate to tell you, but there were some nuts in there, but I blew them out because I know how much you love your nuts. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, it was acorns and some leaves and minimal rat poop. It's actually very surprising. There wasn't as much as I thought. So. But from here, I can show you where she's at within the project, and you can base it upon your own decision on whether or not you want to buy this biscuit. So much enthusiasm. So yeah, let's check her out. All right, well, here is your interior. So obviously, previous owner started going through some wiring stuff. All these panels, the pile, which we'll go through, has a lot of that stuff already in it. But when you really come down to it, the interior honestly is really nice. Like, I know it looks messy right now. We didn't fully vacuum it, but these little spots and stuff, they'll come right out. It's got that type of interior where it just feels like a quick shampooing and it'll just clean right up. And unfortunately, there is a little part where a little Misi got into right there. So I don't know if that can be patched or replaced, whatever the case may be. But for the most part, all of it's pretty dialed. Ooh, and the headliner too, even. Let me actually go into a wider setting. So from the passenger side, yeah, there's a little more over there, but that's okay. You can deal with that when you're restoring it. But for the most part, all this, all there. And that dash panel, there I believe is a spare over there. The radio is over there, which I'm sure hooks up down here and all the wood trim. But there we go, look at that. Heck yeah, looking good. It's actually got a few different visors. I think that's the only mirror, but yeah, she's all there. All right, in the back, once again, pretty clean. Looks like she had some subs. She was bumping some, ow my gosh, I just hit my head. She was bumping some Marshmallow, or whatever you kids listen to these days, missing the spare tire. But yeah, all that's all there. And I believe all of these pieces are also included within all of that. But hey, what do you know? Little engine gasket right there in the whole rear view for easy convenience. And if you know these cars, I'm sure you will know how to put them back together. As far as just looking at the parts, there's quite a bit. So it's not like as if this is a small haul of just like 1 or 2 shoe boxes. There's literally like, I would say all of your small parts and pieces. So here, let me show you. So there is a bunch of the wood trim. There is your glove box. There's just piece after piece. Some looks like radiator hoses. I'm not sure. I know there's some material, vents, a bunch of little pieces, some gauge bezels. Here's all the paperwork and whatnot, and a bunch of other stuff he had. Cameras, hats, all stuff that I'm sure he wanted to put in there for when he showed this car. There is your gauge with what looks like a clock, which is pretty cool. Radiator, center console, there's your window frames, all of your door panels, and just a plethora of other things. I love that radio. That's super cool. Oh, and there's your rear windows. But look at that thing. That's awesome. So yeah, pretty cool stuff. And I think you will need to find the rest of the windows. Probably looks like it only just has one rear window, which is over there, and the 2 small rear windows for there. But yeah, I'm sure you could find them, being that these were super popular. There's the original lenses. There are some wheel adapters, or not adapters, but you know what I mean, hubs. All that good stuff. Oh, there's even a dash pad, which is really funny. I didn't know they made dash pads for 1962 Jags. So yeah, that's pretty much that. And FYI, we are not partying any of this out. This will be all included within the sale because we want to keep it all together, because I'm sure whoever initially did this, they wanted to do it right and spent the time to get all these parts together. So let's check out the engine. All right, so here's your engine bay, and yeah, it is missing some parts. I mean, we do have that radiator. I didn't see any carburetors over there, but it does have some new parts too. Like the heater looks like it's new. I know there is, I think, a charcoal canister over there somewhere. I'm not sure where. I think it's under, oh, it's right there under that red box. And yeah, a lot of these other little parts I've seen, like these little canister cup thingies. But ooh, that's freaking cool. I love that filter. But yeah, this is something where it is totally foreign to me. I have no idea what I'm looking at. but I'm sure with the proper person, you can figure it out. So there she is, looking good, looking sexy. And I think one of the really important parts of these cars is honestly the wheels, because that's what I've always loved. And so far I'm seeing one cap, or sorry, I should say one wheel with one knockoff, two wheels with two knockoffs. Looking good so far. I didn't check this earlier. Three wheels, three knockoffs, and boom! Number Forsky. Forsky? Okay, I'm immature. But there you go. $2,500. Seriously. You can't freaking beat that. That is amazing. Look at this thing. Oh my God. Oh, just giving it away. Holy crap. So yeah, there you go. Fun little vehicle. And now we're gonna put it all back in the car. Just a bit cleaner now. And now we know what we're working with. Oh, one more thing though. Here you go. Here's the other cluster I was telling you about. I mean, there's just parts upon parts like this in here. And I'm sure if one part isn't working, then he had a spare. So, and even just the box of paperwork would be fun to go through. But yeah, anyways, all right, we're gonna put all this stuff back in nicely, get it looking good, and then we're gonna call her good skis for the day skis. Yeah! There you have it. She all back in her sarcophagus and ready for you to come buy her. Yeah, I'm just, cars like this, just, I'm a lover of all things in cars. Like, it's got a motor and it looks cool and it's as sexy as that is. If I can have the space for it, I'll keep it or buy it. But we're not ready for something like that. I actually would like to do a Mercedes build at one point for the channel, something where we can lower it, nice little four-door like this. I did have some similar a while back, didn't belong to me, but I had the opportunity to work on it and it kind of slipped through my fingers, so I've always wanted to have one again. But that's the Jag, freaking awesome. I love it. What's your impressions of the 1962 Jaguar Jag Mark II?
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Condition wise, coming from a 15-year-old, how do you feel overall with what it looks like in comparison to other projects you've seen?
I mean, the paint's like brand new, so
Yeah.
it's dirty, but
And it looks good.
yeah.
Well, once it's cleaned up,
Yeah.
it'll look good. Yeah.
And after like put back together, yeah.
Yeah.
But
How badly do you want to go through every single part in there?
I mean, pretty bad.
Yeah. If we had time, we would go through every single box. But for now, that's all we were able to do. But if you buy it, you can go through all the boxes.
Yeah.
All right, guys. That's going to do it for us. We're going to go home. Well, to the shop. Because we got to work on what?
My body.
Yeah. Well, sounds weird.
No.
Ew.
We need to paint my RC bar.
There you go. More specifics, kid. Oh. So anyways, we're going to kill it. Go work in the shop for a little bit. And then this is the end of our vacation week. Well, tomorrow is. So we're going to call her all good. But we got a lot done. We're glad to... beef jerky chew. I just choked on it. That was gnarly. But we're glad that you can come along with us for another little venture outside the club. Oh crap, we're showing too much. It's our secret spot. Don't block it. Block it. So thanks for coming to join us. Thanks for all the subscribers, commenters. Hope you guys had an amazing New Year's. We're gonna get out of here and get going. Get off me! This is what happens when Rhonda makes cookies for the whole household. Yeah, she may have dipped her finger in the sugar a little too much. I think we're finally to the end of the battery almost.